It's going to see number 18, Matthew Howe, start from pole position alongside number 60, Harvey D. So that is going to be one to watch out for. The second row would have been Richard Billingham. He's not there, but then we see the De Silvas alongside in car number 44. The third row, number 77, Richard Morris, and 19, Mark Goff. The fourth row, number 70, is Fabio Lufarelli, and 121, Jamie Billingham. The fifth row, 132, Lewis Salmon, and would have been number 65, Clive Death, but he is missing. The sixth row, number 1, is Richard Higgins, joined by number 51, Anton Trevette. The seventh row is going to be number 149, which is Gary Warburton, and number 2, Tony Hunting. The eighth row, number 266, is going to see Lee Jones, joined by number 5, which was Nigel Death, and then further back we have 266, which is going to be Lee Jones, and number 5, Nigel Death. Quite a few Deaths in this field. The ninth row, number 33, is Andy Shaw, and number 11, Jim Lyons, and the final place on the grid should be number 777, which is Warren Slater. So that gives you the lineup very shortly to head off onto their formation lab. A little bit eager there for Harvey Death. We've got the historic Mini heading off first in terms of the pace car, then we have the BMW safety car, and then we have the field working its way off the grid. So just to give you a little bit of detail about this, the fastest Mini in the world invites any racing derivative of the classic Mini, i.e. whether it be a saloon, an estate, a space frame, super saloon or a Marcos. This range of Minis will be aiming to win that class or the race outright, whichever they have the pace for. The front running cars will typically be the highly developed space frame of the grid. All of these will be jostling to become this year's fastest Mini in the world competitor, but do 6 litres. Aerodynamic additions are permitted once again there as well. Class C is for the A series engined cars, which are over 1.3 litre, but they are not allowed any aerodynamic additions to those cars. And Class D is where you find the lowest powered cars in terms of the A series, less than 1.3 litres, and again no aerodynamic additions are allowed. So that gives you a little bit of what the classes are, and of course there are different awards and prizes up for grabs for these drivers as well. But we are looking, which currently stands in the hands of Harvey Death. That was set back in 2022 on a 51.017. So let's see if we can beat that here in race number 1. It's a rolling start then for these competitors. Unfortunate not to see Richard Billingham on the grid. He did qualify yesterday, but he is the reigning winner of this race from last year. But it's not going to be him on the grid, unfortunately. So the cars work their way to the line. 15 minutes for the first fastest Mini in the world here today at Brands Hatch. On a terrific start further back, they'll try to be from Fabio Lufarelli, but it's going to be Matthew Howe who leads the pack down towards the first corner. Then we have the De Silvas trying to work their way past the Harvey Death car, but Harvey's going to try and hold on. It will be the outside line in towards Druid's corner, but he has some good acceleration and some good braking capabilities as well. So Harvey gets himself back ahead of the De Silvas in the number 44 machine, and then up into fourth place is going to be that green machine by the looks of it, number 19, which is Mark Goff.
It is indeed, but Harvey D, he hasn't managed to shake off the attentions of Rohit De Silva and ASHAN Silva at the moment, as they pick their way through Surtees and then back up this slight incline through McLaren and Clearways. So the leader at the moment remains as Matthew Howell. We need to keep an eye on the race lead, as you say, and also keep an eye on lap times as well. But over the line now will come Matthew Howell to stick the first lap in the book, and he's so quick over the line. the weekend. So in reverse order, we'll bring on third place. Car number 44 in the A2Z Mini Sprint, a fairly new chassis, only from last year, is ASHAN SILVA. Onto the podium for me, please. ASHAN, round of applause, and he works his way onto the podium. And in second place, car number 18 in his Austin Mini 7, albeit what's left of an original one, Matthew Howell, onto the second step of the podium. There will be a trophy presentation later at around about 4 o'clock for these guys. And the new, effectively, fastest Mini in the world, almost a full second faster than the lap record we've seen previously. Onto the podium, please. Car number 60, Harvey Deeth. So onto the podium for Harvey. We will run on and try and grab a word with them. So we'll start with ASHAN. Obviously, we know that this is very much a family affair. You and your family come here every year, and it's brilliant to see how involved you are. Does it just make it feel that much better to get onto the podium?
Of course, yeah. I mean, this is my second time over here, so second time in racing in England, and yeah, we did a lot of work last year, but this year, I mean, we decided last minute to come for the race, but you know, we have issues with the car, but I really enjoyed it. I mean, the atmosphere is great. It's very different for what I usually do. The family gatherings, how they come, you know, how they stay over the night and enjoy themselves, you know, eating, drinking, dancing. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. I think I will come here every year.
Great stuff. We'll look forward to seeing you again next year, hopefully. Thank you so much, Josh. We'll go.
Thanks, Jack. Yep, so we still have the demonstrations going on for the 65 years of Mini. Just to